Let's get some analysis now from Leonid Petrov. He's a North Korea researcher and lecturer at the International College of Management in Sydney. Thank you so much for your time. Now, you tweeted just a short while ago saying terms like probably and highly likely are almost certainly replace solid facts and turn suspicions and allegations into indictments. What do you mean by this?
Well, it looks like everything has been classified in this report. Who prepared it? What country makes this conclusion? What type of warheads and achievements North Korea is probably mastering right now, or potentially and highly likely maybe deploying against what country? So we can only believe that we simply return to the Cold War era. We believe that the deglobalization, which is happening very quickly since the early months of 2020, put us back into this paranoia and mistrust. I believe that we simply we have known that North Korea has demonstrated 6 successful nuclear tests. North Korea has functionable ballistic missile technology. That's it. North Korea doesn't need to do anything else. And I believe that reports like this simply instigate the more suspicions, more mistrust, and boost the Cold War mentality in the times of great global emergency. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's not very helpful at all.
Well, you talk about mistrust, and U.S. President Donald Trump has been trying to end some of that in the last few years. Since 2018, Trump has met with Kim Jong-un 3 times to try to get him to end the nuclear program. Those negotiations, though, don't appear to have amounted to much, considering what's happening at the moment. How does this report now affect any future negotiations between those 2 sides?
Well, it was not only between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. President of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, was very instrumental in the success of those 3 summits between 2018 and 2019. There were a series of negotiations between North Korean and U.S. Diplomats. We saw the demolition of North Korean nuclear test site in Punggye-ri in May 2018. North Korea hasn't detonated any nuclear devices since September 2017 and didn't practice any intercontinental ballistic missiles after 2018. So we saw the tremendous stabilization of situation in Northeast Asia. Lots of talks about peace, and even North Korean and South Korean leaders declared the era of no war back in 2018 when President Moon Jae-in visited Pyongyang. So Kim Jong-un just last month again confirmed that era of no war will persist. He mentioned that it's going to be because of the North Korean nuclear arsenal. Well, nuclear arsenal is not probably very sophisticated in North Korea, but its psychological deterrent functionality is undoubtable.
Leonid, North Korea is such a secretive state, and we talk about building trust with its neighbors, with the international community. How does it now go about actually doing this? Or is it something that it wants to do, to open its country to see how things are run, especially with the nuclear program?
Well, North Korea has been under sanctions, economic sanctions, military sanctions, since the Korean War. And just this year, we commemorated the 67th anniversary of this conflict. I think that we have to understand that North Korea is really keen to engage in regional trade, to improve its relations with its neighbors. But the Cold War mentality, which persists, and the pandemic atmosphere doesn't help to bring North Korea out from the cold and engage. And the United Nations Security Council, which has this committee for North Korean nuclear North Korea sanctions functions and thrives on reports like this. So what we see is North Korea is again is depicted as a destabilizer, as an unpredictable state with a crazy leader who is threatening its neighbors. I don't think that's the right way to demonstrate North Korea right now. It simply tries to focus on its domestic security, on its health care, and developed nuclear capability simply permits the regime to be confident about its future.
Leonid Petrov, thank you so much for your analysis on the North Korean nuclear program. Thank you.